Today, some people in the media that question the official story of 9/11 are given little or no credit.
Do you believe that the government had anything to do with the attack of 9/11? Do you believe in a conspiracy in terms of the attack of 9/11?
No, but I do believe that it is the first time in history that fire has ever melted steel. I do believe that it defies physics for the World Trade Center Tower 7, Building 7, which collapsed in on itself. It is impossible for a building to fall the way it fell without explosives being involved. World Trade Center 7. World Trader 1 and 2 got hit by planes. 7, miraculously, the first time in history, steel was melted by fire. It is physically impossible.
Plus, a Charlie Sheen shocker. Tonight, the actor's stunning statements on 9/11. Maybe the airplanes did not take down the Twin Towers, and maybe the government is covering it all up.
Taking over 4 commercial airliners and hitting 75% of their targets, that feels like a conspiracy theory.
While others completely whitewash the true events that happened on that day.
That show has lost about 500,000 viewers, and some believe it's because of stuff like this.
There were 15 British sailors and Marines who apparently went into Iranian waters, and they were seized by the Iranians. And I have one thing to say, Gulf of Tonkin. Radical Christianity is just as threatening as radical Islam in a country like America. I do believe that it defies physics for the World Trade Center Tower 7, Building 7, which collapsed in on itself. It is impossible for a building to fall the way it fell without explosives being involved. You want to know why we'd go into Iran? For the money.
Which is worse, what O'Donnell said about our country and siding with Iranians.
You asked my opinion.
No, it's not.
My opinion is different.
Which is worse?
Ask my opinion is different. I think that what Rosie said substantively is unsupportable.
You got 15 British over there being abused.
Indefensible, but protected by free speech.
But I mean, you don't see any hypocrisy by ABC dumping Maher, but not dumping O'Donnell.
Several occurrences that shocked me was on a show that Bill Maher did that was supposed to be about the 9/11 truthers, but he never had any on his show.
Very bad disease that's attacking us.
After members of the audience kept yelling at him to tell them what happened to World Trade Building 7.
The Democrats.
He physically went after several people in the audience.
Hey, do we have some fucking security in this building? Or do I have to come over and kick this guy down out of here? Could you get the fuck out of my building? Hey, ouch, Jesus. They won't chant Jerry for you, though? You know, is it that hard to throw somebody out of a building? I'll kick your ass out of here, too. Get her the fuck out. What is going on here? What's the issue? Hey, this isn't the Iowa caucus, okay? It's not a debate. It's a debate between us. You're in the audience. Audience comes from the Latin, to listen. What's going on here?
You know, I was only allowed 2 guests, so things should be okay after that.
No, it's right. No. Anyway. You have good friends.
That was not mine.
Oh. Yeah, this is the problem with live television. I guess it gets around that if you're on live, then the nutcases. Yeah, and you are a nutcase, Building 7.
Gerardo also shocked me with the comments that he made toward the 9/11 Truth movement that was rallying around his stage on a show that he was doing on the streets of New York. Notice what topics that the media thinks up to purposely keep our minds focused in another direction.
And if you hear the shouting, it's a group of demonstrators who've come. 9/11 was an inside job. Oh, get a life. Get a life. 9/11 was an inside job. There was also a canine dog who died in a hot car. Why is it so dangerous? How do cars get so hot? So, Dr. Ashton, here are the cookies. We literally cooked these cookies. The heat inside the car.
Exactly.
When we come back, we'll take you into the secret world of restroom gay sex. I think these demonstrators are all into restroom gay sex. Welcome back, everybody. We've been surrounded by an activist, radical, I don't know, communist group. I don't know who the hell they are. But let me go on to our planned program. First, he said he was going to step down after allegedly approaching an undercover cop for sex in an airport bathroom. Lori Dew checked into the men's room to find out. So, Lori, the odds are of this happening by chance pretty low.
Extremely low. I think the sad part about all this is that Larry Craig had to go to a public place. If it's true, if he is gay, he had to go to a public place. And that's the shame of homosexuality in this country right today. At least the shame that the Republican Party puts on it.
Joining us now, bring in our resident psychologist, Dr. Visoria Zadra. Come on here. Why do men risk so much to do something like this?
Well, sexual urges are extremely powerful primal urges. And what happens, this kind of anonymous sex causes extreme adrenaline rush, which is a very high experience. And so this is more powerful than anything else, more important than anything else at that particular moment.
Okay. As this group of misfits behind me continue their chanting, oh, I wish I could go for them. Let's go to Mark Garagos. I think it's quieter in Los Angeles. Mike, do you think this is entrapment? Mark?
I don't know if it's entrapment. I just wonder, why is it that the police are spending their time in this bathroom?
The ludicrous part of it, though, Mark, that people feel compelled to have sex in places like public restrooms on the freeway?
Well, there's something ludicrous. First of all, why is it it's always some right-wing Republican who gets caught with the little boy or in the bathroom? And why is it that guys feel that that's the only place they can go to have anonymous sex? I mean, you know, we're here in Hollywood. There's plenty of places to go have anonymous sex. Right. And if you want crazy protesters, Geraldo, we have them up here as well.
Right.
Mark is absolutely right. It's the hypocrisy of it all. You have a conservative senator who has been anti-gay in terms of marriage and things like that.
That's why it counts.
And he does this. That's why it's a big deal.
That's why it counts. Yeah. I agree. Hypocrisy is awful, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's all about hypocrisy, no question about it.
Okay. Let's take a break. We'll explain why the ladies are all wearing these outfits. A crazy night here in New York after this. Welcome back live. All hell is breaking loose on 6th Avenue. You know, you need a permit to protest or demonstrate here in New York. But this anarchist group came forward. They really are one of the least attractive groups of demonstrators I've ever seen. One of the leaders, I guess, if violence breaks out, don't worry, we can handle it. Our Fox News team can take this bunch of, I don't want to use any foul language, but the funny thing, let me go back to our scripted program. The funny thing about Southwest Airlines telling college student and part-time Hooters waitress Kyla Ebert that she couldn't fly because her outfit was too risque.
You know, this is why we live in a free country. We are free to wear what we want to wear as long as it's not offensive. There's nothing offensive, you know, in the outfit like this or what I'm wearing. We're not blearing it out. There's absolutely nothing wrong. You have to be strong and stand by your beliefs.
Geraldo, what's more offensive, a beautiful girl like this or a sweaty person who gets on who hasn't taken a shower in a week, who's wearing a too tight outfit who weighs 300 pounds?
See, Craig, this is what happens when you go on the Panasonic Astrovision. Every nut job in Manhattan.
After the show, Geraldo actually flips off a 9/11 protester. When a demonstrator in the audience of a Bill Clinton speech yelled that 9/11 was an inside job, he was whisked away by secret police. An MSNBC station covered the story and implies that anyone who don't believe the official story of 9/11 should be put in a secret prison in Eastern Europe.
The man led away in handcuffs and hopefully taken one of those secret prisons in Eastern Europe, never to be heard from.
Oh, I hope that happens.
We can only hope.
Will people leave that man alone?
I hope we have a special prison for 9/11 conspiracy theorists.
Bill Clinton
They deserve to be together.